It's the Slam Dunk.
So just before we get to this Privileges Committee nonsense from Te Pati Māori, I want you to see how the pressure of all this is starting to take its toll on the leadership of the party. Party leaders need to, most of the time, be above and beyond the fray, sit above the trash talk and distance themselves from, potty-mouthed and hot-headed people who stir the pot, They need to have... Yeah, sure, they need a loud message and it's now nice and clear and a big voice, but they must also know when to call off their dogs, when to say no, when to act and look like the boss, when to haul their lot back into line, when to show mana and restore dignity and work diligently and be respectful and respected across not just the Parliament, but across the wider society in general. Well, folks, the social media performance from Debbie Ngarewa-Packer, I guess, ignores that approach. Talking about the fast-track law and potential projects coming from that, Ngarewa-Packer hits the attention-seeking lowbrow approach, shall we say.
My unfiltered, unedited, extremely unapologetic opinion, you suck, government. This coalition government truly sucks. Science, everyone has proved how freaking crazy this bullshit activity that they're planning now without any science. Long story short, there are some projects in it that have really fucked me off. You're going to see the politician's hat taken off, and I'm going to be wearing my very direct activist hat, and pretty much they're one and the same person, but the activist will be very unfiltered in her I'm really fucked off opinion, and I can't fucking tell you how pissed I am. So their politician's hat's still just been taken off, thrown to the side as the activist here, the frustrated activist, the frustrated grassroots wahine, absolutely pissed off, gutted, obviously really fucked off with the decision. Don't let my mother see this post.
I guess she feels it might resonate with some of her followers talking like that. I wonder what sort of cabinet role she would have under a Labour-led government, which the latest poll shows that the left bloc is just 2 seats short of beating the centre-right bloc. Astonishing, isn't it? Could she be the Deputy Prime Minister in 18 months? It's entirely possible. Hell's bells. For a party in opposition, they sure are front and centre, and you can't argue they don't get their fair share of time in the media. Maybe this is their approach. Maybe their approach is to be in the spotlight. But it's for all the wrong reasons, isn't it? I actually reckon that her meltdown is due to the increasing pressure they're all facing now, due to their total overreach and mishandling of the Privileges Committee investigation into their rule-breaking haka in Parliament. Debbie Ngarewa-Packer and her group of outliers of protesters, anarchists, activists, isolationists, separatists, they've taken their battle with Parliament and with its rules and with the Privileges Committee to a whole new level. It keeps going new level every few weeks. Here's the latest one-fingered salute to the rules and to Parliament. Have a look at this. This is the post that they have posted on social media. This is the draft proposal from the Privileges Committee for their punishment. They chose to leak and publish the committee's highly secretive draft proposal and response, which is an up to 21-day ban from Parliament that they would face. They have defiantly and knowingly breached the rules again. It's not their right to release it. It's not their job. And they've breached what's called privilege. That is, that they have released highly privileged and secret information intended for committee eyes only. And they knew this. They knew it was a draft report and it was not for them to release. It's like releasing a judge's decision before the judges got around to it. They've openly defied all this. It's taken this dispute to a war footing. Oh, honestly, their tactics, ruthless, untrustworthy, irresponsible, childish, immature. Grow up. They need help. They are inviting the harshest possible punishment, and I now think the whole party should be kicked out of Parliament. They're not there to be good. They're not there to do good. I doubt if it can be done, but if the Privileges Committee could, then do it. It's got to be pretty tempting. They've repeatedly crossed the line. They've outwardly shown they have no intention of being grown-ups. Boot the entire lot to the curb. My God, it'd be ballsy. It would probably invoke a national riot like never seen before. That's probably what they want to. But this group is so damn impossible to work with. What on earth should be done with them? They do not want to be constructive in any way. Troublemakers, stirrers, and really just social media tragics looking to use the parliamentary system to pay for and accommodate their brand of delusion and their next misjudgment. Let's be really clear. This party now looks like it's openly in Parliament to oppose everything that Parliament stands for and to ridicule it and to breach every long-standing protocol, rule, precedent, call it what you like. But they're on a collision course from hell. Te Pati Māori have chosen to at every turn fight the very system that they stood in and were elected to be part of. They are making everyone's job impossible. If this was a college student, they'd be banished and expelled from the school for being far too disruptive to the learning of other kids. They'd be out. Honestly, I'm sure some Māori will be saying, awesome, bro, kia kaha. Kia kaha, guys, awesome. Stick it to the colonisers, the whiteys, But it's so short term, and it's quite frankly a shit strategy that makes them a standing national joke. I'd be personally embarrassed to be associated with this lot. Speaker Jerry Brownlee, Privileges Committee Chair Judith Collins, Christopher Luxon and even Winston Peters, they're the senior MPs in this country that can make something happen when it comes to Parliament. This is their time to stand up and openly tell us what we are already thinking. Call a spade and a dickhead and an egg an egg. The country is doing badly enough that we can least afford to waste time on this attention-seeking, petulant, backward-looking mirror-gazing that, quite frankly, does nothing for ordinary Māori out on the street. All it does is raise the hackles and judgment of every other New Zealander, Māori included, who's busy working and trying to get ahead with their lives and everything, and they think what a bunch of total dickheads this lot are. Te Pāti Māori should take their brand of toxic destruction out the front gates of Parliament and just keep walking. Jog on. If they don't, then Brownlee, Collins, Luxon and Peters should gather together and send this bunch of total misfits away with the harshest possible punishment that they can credibly get away with. They've shown time and time again they're simply not fit for office. Any office. Doesn't matter what office, any office will do, but they're not fit for it. They should go and set up their own tribal parliament. Go and do it. Go and fund it, go and work in it, attract others, convince the country that that system is better than the current one. I was always into only one system, but, I'm changing my view. Go out and go and do your thing. Stop wasting our time, Parliament's time, money and very limited resources. Basically, take your nonsense elsewhere. You've proven you're a bunch of supercilious circus clowns, and even that risks probably defaming the clowns, and that's not really my intention, but just stupid. Grow up.
Editor-in-Chief with Duncan Garner.